Oh, it's funny. Every one of the bikes in my collection makes me feel just a little bit different. When I'm on the GS, sometimes I feel like a gentleman. On the R1, I feel like, well, like Valentino Rossi's illegal stepchild. But anyway, when I'm on this bike, MT09, you just want to become a hooligan. I say it over and over again. Everybody that has an MT09 and has contacted me agrees with me. It is a hooligan maker. Well, the truth is, any day you get to ride is a blessing. A day like today, beautiful fall day, leaves are changing, leaves are on the road. And to have a nice reliable bike that's fun to ride, has all the safety features, just really doesn't get a lot better than this. So around 20,000 miles, I'm going to have to do an oil and filter change. I'm thinking by then the back tire is definitely going to need to be replaced. And as we come up on 20,000 miles, if I can get through the rest of the fall with this, I'll be real happy. But I always want to keep the bike pre-flighted. I want to keep it clean, especially this time of year. There's always dust in the air and junk and everything. I don't know what there is about fall. There's always stuff on the bike. And cleaning it up before I head out on the open road, one of the things I really enjoy. And we're kind of done with the farm now, so I get a little more time to ride. But the fish always need to be fed. And it's uncanny how Karen can find things. We always need to do something, and I want to be done before I ride. I always appreciate the people they support the channel and they check out all the videos and they send me comments, and even the bad ones. People that think I'm goofy and stuff, but that's okay. We take it all with a grain of salt. But every time I post an MT09 video, I get somebody who will send me something. Boy, you hit the nail right on the head. That is a hooligan bike, and I have found the same thing to be true. I now have an MT09 and I have several other bikes and whatever, but the MT09, they always call it the hooligan bike. And there's so many reasons why. It's such a power band. The power's down low, and the quick shifter, it just draws you in, and you want to go through the gears. And it's a good comparison. It feels like when you're riding it, and it just feels as light as can be. I always say it feels like an RD400, but with an RD400 with 3 engines. I've said that many times. But whatever it is, there's something about it. It is very special. And I just love that I can go through the areas I have to go through to get up to the riding area, where it's populated and where there is a reasonable amount of law enforcement. The muffler is quiet, but then all of a sudden you open it wide open and it changes. And even I've had bikes that are annoyingly loud, and you'd ride through town and you just know everybody in the world is looking at you and wanting to throw a tomato at you or something. And that's part of the bike. It's stealth. You can slither through people where they're walking dogs and pushing baby carriages, or maybe that they're doing some road work. You don't attract a whole lot of attention. You kind of slither by like a snake in the grass. I love that. And then as soon as you get out to where the road opens up, right wide open throttle and go through the gears. That's magic to me. And sometimes even I have trouble describing in ordinary words what there is about a bike that I fall in love with. I don't really know. I don't really have the right words, but I know this bike is very special. In the first 2 years I had the bike, I was making custom carbon fiber parts and all different things, and right at the end here, I just finished making that seat cowl to make it my own. And whether you're just cruising the back roads, going through the gears, or riding through a town with a lot of people walking baby carriages, the bike is always fun. But of course, one of my favorite parts of every ride is just to relax a little bit on these back roads. It is just so nice. You don't see any traffic coming the other way. And of course, every once in a while, there's a garbage truck or a landscaper with an Uzi looking at you. But the back roads, it's a wonderful way to clear out your mind and relax. And everybody I've ever taken down these back roads, they come away saying, yeah, this is really a lot of fun and nice and relaxing. But however you'd like to ride, even on the highway, there's nothing not to like about this bike. I keep looking to find things. I haven't found them yet. And I know a few of my friends, Joe Roselli is one of them, that have the Tracer that has the same engine, basically the same bike with saddlebags and a windshield. Everybody loves that engine. There's something about the engine. Maybe it's part of the charm that I really overlook sometimes. And because it's geared nicely, it's got the power spread out nicely, something Yamaha always seems to get right. And then when that throttle is wide open, all hell breaks loose. It's very cool. Now, in 19,000 miles, I have used every one of the safety features to my advantage. The ABS has saved me a few times, one time in particular from a deer, and I can remember. And the throttle modes, I've been caught in the rain several times. Very comforting to know that works in your favor. And the big one, of course, the biggest safety feature, and it's the only bike I have with traction control. I know that saves my bacon basically on every ride. And I poo-pooed the ABS for many years, and before I had this bike, when I got it and the first time it saved me, I have become a believer. And I did a video a while back comparing this bike to my R1 that does not have any safety features and no traction control. And yes, the R1 has a personality that I have to love, and I've got it set up for my own use and personal ergonomics and things. But the thing that's different about this bike came right from the factory with ergonomics that work for me, a power band that works for me, a load of safety features, and the whole bike was under $9 grand. And as I'm getting near the end of that rear tire life, I've been monitoring it and I've been wondering, well, we're going to find out, and I will report how the mileage compared against the other brands I've had. And I remember painting the wheels, and I remember I did with experimental paint. I mixed the paint, I put the pigment in, I did the color match. And when I'm all done, I'm so happy the way those wheels came out. And so far, everybody that's commented on the seat cal for this bike and the 650, and actually for the R1, those seat cals, all custom, all out on our channel. But this time of year in this part of the country, with the leaves changing and with the temperature just perfect for wearing full leathers, we have about another month of this, and then it's going to start to get chilly and get out the winter riding gear. And thank you to everyone who sent comments about the video. I said I'm 79 and still riding pretty much every day. And the people say, I want to be like you when I grow up. And I find out they're 48 years old. Thanks, guys. So being honest, 19,000 miles from the day Karen bought me this for my 75th birthday. Best birthday present I ever got. I just can't imagine having a better birthday present. I have enjoyed every ride. I've enjoyed all the little custom things I've done, all of the custom work, the paint, the carbon fiber parts, the polishing. It's all out on the channel. And for everybody that supports the channel and enjoys watching this happen, thanks, guys. Just a fabulous day. Look at the sky, not a cloud in the sky. And we took advantage of it. Hope you enjoyed sharing this day with us, sharing our life. So 19,000 miles, a little over 4 years of ownership. And again, I try to report honestly. I've had 2 flat tires in the first 3,500 miles of owning it. I've had a lot of interesting rides, things that have been just beyond anything I expected. I've ridden when it's freezing cold, when it's super hot. There's just nothing about this bike I don't like. Now, and again, I like to say thank you again for all the people that support the channel. We got some very interesting things coming very soon. Guys, one and all, thank you. And I enjoy making the videos. I hope you enjoy watching them just as much as I do. And thanks so much for watching.